Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of my bucket list day. So this is part 3 of the Brinkley series, and yes, we're going to dive into the inside of the Brinkley G Series RV. That's their toy hauler, and as I mentioned before, you're going to love this thing. It is incredible. And I want to emphasize something based on the last 2 videos, a lot of the comments that I've been getting. Yes, this is my opinion that it is the best built RV on the road today, comparing it to all those that I toured, including the luxury ones. I didn't tour in Indiana, but I have toured before, like the New Horizons, the DRVs, the Luxes. Yes, I know some of these companies make their own frames and they claim to be better than everybody else. And don't get me wrong, they make a great unit. But penny for penny, dollar for dollar, all in all, I gotta say Brinkley is the best value on the road today. The quality on this is designed, as I mentioned, for full-time use. It is designed to be abused, running down the road all the time, and just all the wear and tear that goes on to these things when we're living in it full-time. All of you out there that live in your rigs full-time, you understand the wear and tear that goes on these things. They are rolling earthquakes, and as you saw in the first video, they test for that. They put it on that green plate and shake the crap out of it and see if everything's holding up and anything's leaking water-wise or things like that. And we didn't touch on that, by the way. The tanks are full when they're shaking that thing to death. So if there is a leak, they'll be able to see it right there. And that's something that no one ever does. And no other company that I know of does this. So again, hats off to you, Brinkley. You've done a great job on that, and coming up with all the ways to test these things to make sure they are the best quality you can deliver, or anybody can deliver to a consumer. And I've appreciated all your comments. A lot of you had some wonderful comments on it, and I think and based on a few of your comments, I think there's several of you out there that are on your way to your dealership to buy one of these things. They're incredible. I know a lot of you want to see it before you buy it, but I gotta tell you, you don't have to see it before you buy it. You're buying a quality unit. Rest assured, you're going to be very happy with your decision. So with that in mind, let's dive into the interior, and I'll be right back. Before we see the interior, many of you asked, where are you? In the last video, and this is actually my parents' backyard. So I was hanging out with them for a few days, and here they are. Say hello to my mom and dad. Now let's look at the Brinkley. Okay, we're going to start in the bedroom and just show you how wonderful Brinkley has done in designing and thinking through things to make this a great design. Now you'll notice here they have curtain instead of the shades, which we're going to talk about here in a minute on these windows. The reason for that is they wanted to have this cross flow, and these are regular windows that go up and down. They're not the flip out kind. Obviously you can't have a flip out window in a slide, because if you forget to close them and you close the slide, you're snapping the glass. So that's why there's this type of window on there. You see you have the lights, and currently have just behind the lights there USB connection, and then a little shelf above the windows. In the closet, we have these big mirrored doors, which is great when you're getting ready and stuff. It makes the room a lot bigger too, or feel a lot bigger. But you open this up and you see there's a light that goes on. So these are motion activated lights on the curtain rod. How cool is that? It's pre-prepped, if you will, with the power cord down. with an outlet down there so you can hang your cordless vac right here in the closet. Lots of room in here, got beddings and stuff that come with the unit, all packaged up. Storage shelves right here, and then of course a big shelf across the top. So I love the curtain rod that has got the light in it. Okay, these shelves in here obviously can come out, so you can put in your washer and dryer. It comes with a collapsible laundry bin, and then of course full hookups for the washers and dryer here. So, and these are the chairs that go down up front, all packaged and ready to go for the customer. These, by the way, are soft closed doors everywhere in the coach. And then you have more storage here for your detergents and things like that. And then more storage. So what's cool about this is you open that up and you got a little compartment down there with this little cubby hole back there, and that locks into place. And then you have the what is this, 7 drawer cabinet. Decent sized drawers for a little cabinet. Okay everybody, here's one of those new features that I was talking about. You actually have a little fold out desk. What happens is this front part slides out, and then you add this piece back here, which basically gives you a nice sized desk to work at. So when you're done, you just pull these out, slide them in the closet, and slide this back, and it's your regular dresser. But you have a nice stool here from the kitchen, fits perfectly, and you've got a beautiful little desk. So this is a new option on the G model that is aftermarket that you can add to this. So perfect, looks great. And this is the first you've seen it. Haven't announced it anywhere. But let's talk about these windows. So these windows, you can close the screen, have it all the way open if you want. Lock it out. Or slide it all the way that way, and then you have your screens again. So notice there's no big ugly valances all the way around like you have with everybody else. The window design on these are incredible. Now these have the rods to put it in and out because this is an escape window, but all the other windows have a little knob where you turn it out, which we'll see in a little bit. So here's a battery monitor. You can check your batteries, see how many amps hours you have left, and your power, just basically know how much power you got left, or what you're plugged into. So you see right now we're at 30 amps. The lights in here are dimmable. If you look at the switch right here, turns lights on and off, and then we can dim it with this little slide right here. Very nice, so you don't have to have it all the way on all the time. There's another switch right there by the bed to turn the lights on and off. Now down below the bed, and this is, by the way, a residential mattress, regular mattress, and below the bed we also have more drawers. And you can lift the bed and there's more storage behind it, but there's wood on here and I don't want to move that on them. But you can lift it up like any other bed. And by the way, beside the bed, all the way around are motion sensors. So when you get up in the middle of the night, you got little LED lights that turn on. Let's see if I can, there we go. And you see they just turned on because I walked over there. So when you're going to the restroom in the middle of the night, you got a little light. All right, moving into the bathroom. I gotta tell you guys, you're gonna be amazed at the bathroom in here. We're gonna start off with the sink and the counter. Got a nice deep sink there. I like the cool black. It's very, very cool. Have the outlets here. Have the Magic Air fan here. Lights, of course. And then a towel holder. But what I really love is, look at this. It's a recessed medicine cabinet that sits deep in the wall. So you can actually bend down and not hit your head on the cabinet like you do in all the other brands. Great thing. shower, good size shower, and I think it's also cool they modernized it by putting the slotted trap there. And then of course the multi-spray shower head. And I do like the decor of the waves and on the shower wall. And they did put the little footrest up there, so the ladies, you want to shave your legs, you've got a little footrest there to do that, both sides. And baskets for all the shampoos, the tall ones, the short ones, things like that. So, over on this side, got a couple little towel racks and or robe racks, and the paper or toilet paper dispenser, which by the way, these are magnetic, so you can move this anywhere you want. And then when you're traveling, you just set it back in there, and the magnet puts it in place. Now, we're going to open this. You see you've got your garbage right there. Nice little garbage. But here is one of the best parts of this bathroom. Look at this pull-out storage. Comes all the way out here. And this camera, it's probably not doing it justice. Let me pull out of here so you can see how big it is. Beautiful storage with adjustable shelves, so you can adjust that. Look at that. Then of course under the sink you have plenty of storage under there with adjustable shelf. And then 4 drawers here beside the sink for toothbrush, toothpaste, and all the other stuff. So the storage in this bathroom is immense. And I gotta say, not something you commonly see in an RV or a fifth wheel for sure. Now, one of the things I want to point out on these windows is on this particular unit, it's an option, but these are double pane windows throughout, which I think I'm going to get the next time I get one. Now we're going to get down to the living room and kitchen area. So I love the decor in here. It's a light gray, not white, but kind of a light gray, very soft color. Some people say I wish it was white, and you might see that in the future. You might see a white one. But what we have over here, I'm going to move his camera bag. Nice big deep sink with a deep sink with, what are these? I forget what they're called. What are these called?
Roller cover.
Roller cover, okay. So with a roll cover, so you can drain or let dishes sit and dry. And again, we've got the screen right here, or you can close the shade. But double insulated window, and the wand faucet. There's no water in here, so I can't demonstrate it. But the cabinets, great quality, adjustable shelves, all the way throughout. And then of course, just like everywhere else, the soft close cabinets, adjustable shelves. But you may notice there's a handle under here where you just pull that down. There's a silverware drawer. Isn't that wonderful? But we're not done. Over here is another handle. Pull that down. You've got your knives. Hidden and out of place. Down below, we've got a long cabinet there. Again, open it up. Adjustable shelves. Well, actually this one, I apologize, not adjustable. You've got your breaker box and panel down there. But then you have the 4 drawers right here. Nice deep cabinets, again, quite close drawers. Got a flip up here to have your sponges and things like that rest in there. And then a nice big open space of the under the sink. Now, on the island, first of all, I want to show on this island See if I can demonstrate this. I am moving it, trying to shake it, and you see it doesn't move at all. It's the most silent island I've ever seen in an RV, or in a fifth wheel anyway. I mean, it's mounted on a steel platform, if you will, that's bolted through to the floor and the frame. So this thing is not budging. It does have power in it, and as you see, it's lit all the way around. And down below here, I'm going to bring the camera down below. You can see the steel frame. Now, a couple other unique things about this kitchen and the design is you got this beautiful waterfall counter space and this nice marble countertop. But check this out. This, I can do this with one hand. You slide that out like that, and got a countertop all the way across. Isn't that fantastic? So now you got all this cooking space right here. And look at that. Got a nice water bottle too. When you're done using it, you close this up. Just push that in and you got that nice waterfall look. And we can't forget about our four-legged little friends. Got a little doggy dish, or cat, if that's your pleasure. But little bowls that go right in here, slides right out of underneath the island. What a great idea. Now the refrigerator. I was going to tell you about the refrigerator that makes it special. It's a nice side-by-side refrigerator, residential style, but 12 volts. 12 volt refrigerator. But it gets cold like a 110 residential refrigerator. General Electric, a brand that we know and trust. And we have a Furrion oven and stove. Obviously gas, 3-burner gas top stove, and the GE convection microwave. Then above the microwave, just another cabinet like you normally have. But now here's something you really got to see. See if I can show it this way. Nice long tall cabinet. So down on the bottom here, just push that down. And look at this, guys. Just like in the bathroom, a big pull-out pantry. All with adjustable shelves and drawers here at the bottom. And then it closes right up and locks. And then here, a little spice rack. Great place for it. And that is the complete kitchen of the Brinkley Model G 3500. Fantastic, and I even love the chandelier that they use. White ceiling, beautiful speakers on the roof, or on the ceiling. Beautiful speakers on the ceiling, and the AC track system that goes throughout the unit. Now the living area, you've got of course the big screen TV and the fireplace down below. In between the TV and the screen, we've got a cabinet here to hide things like that, like CDs or DVDs or other little tchotchke things, PlayStation, whatever. And then you've got the TV in here. Again, these are quiet closed hinges as well. The TV and then a shelf up there. But you also have more storage up there. So plenty of storage by the TV entertainment center. On the opposite of that, you do have a table or a end table on each side of the sofa. These are power recliners, Thomas Paine. And then you see they have pop-up outlets with USB, micro, and standard A. And then they just go down flat like that. Now again, I want to talk about these windows. So these windows here are double pane windows, and they open up 6 inches. You close them, and there's an open one. And it's got the same type of screen and shade system that all the other windows have. Right here, just by pulling that down like that. Or lifting from the bottom, and you have your screens. Beautiful design. And again, you notice no big ugly valances, trimmed off like it would be in your home, just nice wood trim. And in these end tables, more storage. And then there's a shelf down there. You're going to put some more things like a yoga mat or things of that nature. So beautifully designed galley and living area. And this truly is a luxury RV. Now let's make our way into the garage. This particular unit is the 3500G, has a 10-foot garage. So I know a lot of you saying, hey, I want a bigger garage. Don't worry, it's coming. They're making another version, the exact same floor plan, but it's going to be 5 feet longer, total of 45 feet, and this will be a 16-foot garage. So much better, or much longer I should say, not necessarily better. So up here, you've got a bunk or storage. Most people use this as storage, but a bunk, and the ladder for the bunk is up here on top of the bed. There's a Happy Jack system in here. Again, all standard. And then here you've got a trap door that you can put in tie straps or extra tie down gear for all your toys that you pull in here. Again, on the back, we also have the double pane windows with this great screen and blind system built in, and here's the escape one on this side. So as you hear me mention, there's a half bath here in the back. Same with that toilet paper holder, that's magnetic, you can move that anywhere you want. And a small little sink. And by the way, this is a Madison cabinet as well. So I put a few things in there. So if you can utilize these beds, both queen size beds, or on the bottom here, as you see, this can be a bench system, and on top there, I'm not going to pull it down, but there's a table that fits here in the middle, and you can have 2 opposing benches with a table there. Now they've got a wonderful 3-season patio door here, and we'll go ahead and open that. Slide very, very nice. Oh, and notice LED lights everywhere again. They put these LEDs everywhere. I think it's fantastic. You see them everywhere you look on this unit. Oh, nice speakers up here too. There's also a washer and dryer hookup right here, another stereo control system, and then another system for all your lights. Your lights and your awnings and so forth, and the bed up and down. So now we'll go out in the patio. As I mentioned, the railing all the way around. I love this because it's an unobstructed view. And then the gray decking, as I mentioned, so it's not so hot on the feetsies. Again, the LED lights on under the awning. Just a fantastic design. all the way around for the Brinkley RV. Oh, forgot to show. Have an insulated glass door right here, nice and sealed. So if you're you don't get the fumes if you have a motorcycle or some other gas-powered item back here, keep the fumes in the back. Then the proper vents are back here as well on the walls. Here's one right there. And then here's the cross ventilation, the other one over here. The doors here are on magnets, as you see right here. Very similar to the ones I installed in my rig. And then the fold away or fold down steps coming out of the garage. And lastly, instead of the D-rings on the floor to tie down your items or toys, they've got the track system here, which is a much cleaner, nicer system. Currently what you're seeing in there is the weather stripping that keeps kind of the dirt out, but you can still utilize the track system or the link system. I'll show you those little links here in a second to put down and tie down on your floor. Let me grab those. So these are the D-rings, or the rings I should say, not D-rings, that go down in the tracks. That go down in the track, and then it's got this big eyelet on here. You can hook your straps, bungee cords, or whatever you need to. But comes with plenty of those to tie down all your items. Okay, so you guys agree with what I've been saying the whole time? These are not only beautiful rigs, very luxurious, but the quality and craftsmanship, the quality and construction, the quality of the materials they use, they are simply the best. The Brinkley rigs are simply the best on the market today. Best on the road that you're going to find. And most importantly, I think the best value of anything you're going to get out there in the RV industry. And I made this prediction in the last video. I have a feeling that these Brinkley RVs, whether it's the Z model or the G model, are going to hold their value better than any other RV brand out there. In fact, I think they're going to be like the Harley Davidsons of the world, or the Jeeps of the world, the Jeep Wranglers, which holds their value so well when it comes to resale. I know I've had a few Jeeps in my time, and I'm amazed how well they hold their value. I've also had a Harley, and I was amazed how well that thing held its value. I think Brinkley's going to be in that class, in that category of a brand that holds its value because of the quality they deliver. And I think it's going to be a brand that a few people are going to say, you know what, when you buy a Brinkley, you bought the best. So I could be wrong, but that's my prediction. Let me know in your comments below if you agree. And don't forget to hit that little like, subscribe, and ring that bell to let you know when the next video is coming out. And I want to thank all of you for joining me on this 3-part series of touring the Brinkley factory and touring the Brinkley G series. I can't tell you how impressed I was with the people at Brinkley, and I want to thank everybody at Brinkley for all the graciousness that you provided in allowing me to film everything and everywhere. And I thank again Ryan for his help on the factory tour and collaborating with me on this the video. So I thank you again, buddy, for that, and I know we'll meet up soon. But that's it. I appreciate all of you tuning in. And make it a great bucket list day. Now, Mom, take it away.